In this video, I'm going to be breaking down Jon Hamm's performance in the Mercedes AMG commercial. This one is basically like your traditional automotive car commercial. And it's probably going to sound a little bit, for those of you who know the terms in voiceover, doing it for a while, it's going to sound a little bit announcery at first. But we're going to break down how there's a bunch of different little nuances in his delivery, and maybe you can steal some of his stuff and make it work for you. Let's dive into it. Okay, first, I'm going to play this spot, and we're going to listen to it all the way through. Then we're going to start taking it apart.
First is an act of pure alchemy, the creation of something from nothing. First stands on no shoulders, it follows no footsteps. To first, the view ahead is wide open. The only thing that first chases is possibility. You know what we make. First makes us who we are.
Okay, now I'm gonna play it again. I want you to pay attention to the way he says first every time he says it. I think he says it about 5 or 6 times. Listen to how it changes each time. Every single time he says the word first, it's different.
First is an act of pure alchemy, the creation of something from nothing. First stands on no shoulders, it follows no footsteps. To first, the view ahead is wide open. The only thing that first chases is possibility. You know what we make. First makes us who we are.
5 times, and he says it different every single time. The base level, as I've said many times in voiceover, is to be authentic, but it's not enough. The skill set comes when you've got a director going, hey, we need that delivered a little bit different and a little bit different. They're not gonna tell you how to do it. You gotta come up with it yourself. So you gotta look deep. So I don't know if Jon Hamm likes Mercedes, if he drives one, if he's super into them, but he's an incredible actor and he's personalized it somehow. So you need to do that as well. So if you're doing this spot particularly, and you're not into Mercedes, like they're not your favorite car, which one is? Are you even into cars? Are you into Magic the Gathering cards? That's fine. You need to be into something that you care passionately and deeply about. Now let's hear this again.
First,
I like to say, whenever you're starting a voiceover and you have an opportunity to make a bold statement first, without continuing the rest of the sentence, that's a bold statement. You literally have in an audition 2 seconds to capture their attention before they're done. And that's 1, 2, that's an eternity in voiceover. If you're listening to like 100 auditions or more, they're gonna give you about 2 seconds. You gotta capture attention right away. And the first line is,
first is an act of pure alchemy.
See how much time he takes? Now this, I'm sure there's a director helping him, but I bet a lot of this is just his own knowledge too. First is an act of pure alchemy. That's gonna be written on a piece of paper or iPad or whatever the hell he's reading off of. That's gonna be written as first is an act of pure alchemy. It's not gonna say first ... is an act ... of pure alchemy ... So feel free to throw the punctuation away and add your own. Really let it breathe. Don't be afraid of the silences.
First is an act of pure alchemy.
First is an act of pure alchemy. He turned the word pure into like just saying P-U-R-E. P-U-R-E. Yeah, that's how you spell it. He added like 3 other U's. Listen to the way he said pure. He leaned into it.
Is an act of pure alchemy.
Pure alchemy.
The creation of something from nothing.
The creation of something from nothing. You see how he's leaning into the consonants a bit? That is gonna give you that confident vibe that they're looking for sure. If you're doing something high-end like Mercedes, they're like, we want something confident, we want something introspective, we want something high-end. He's not putting on a voice either, even though it sounds like he's getting kind of gritty and inspirational. He's just lowering his volume and getting closer to the mic. So it's picking up those qualities that he already has in his voice. Listen.
Something from nothing.
But it's his command of just those consonants. Something
from nothing.
Not something from nothing.
The creation of something from nothing.
And it almost lets it evaporate. Nothing. Genius. Something from the nothing's already gone. It's evaporated. See how much you can get in 30 seconds?
First stands on...
First. Here he adds like almost like a E after the T. First.
First stands on no shoulders.
First stands on no shoulders.
It follows no footsteps.
Even the way he said that, no shoulders.
No shoulders, it follows no footsteps. To first, the view ahead is wide open.
There's almost like a smile in his voice. Can you hear it? Like as if there's anticipation, like for what's ahead. The possibilities are endless.
The only thing that first chases is possibility.
I love that. And the confidence behind it. The only thing that first chases is possibility. He's balancing the aggressiveness and the confidence with the lightness. And it's really working really well. You know, Jon Hamm is crushing it for sure. This is one of the great performances out there for commercial. You can do this. Just remember, you don't want it to just be flat. I don't care if you're the most authentic person ever. It's got to have levels. There's more to it than just being authentic. You got to add your personality, and then on top of that, you got to add technique.
You know what we make. First makes us who we are.
First makes us who we are. I would have liked him to go, this is just being nitpicky. It sounds confident the way he's doing it, who we are. But if he went, makes us who we are, it kind of like opens it up a bit. That's just being nitpicky.
First is an act of pure alchemy.
The way he even said first here, it's almost like he's responding, like he's in the middle of a conversation. Like someone asked him, hey, Jon Hamm, tell me about, what do you think about first?
First is a...
See the way he said that? Smart. It's like he's responding. First is an act of pure alchemy. He draws you in. He's responding to your question, then draws you in.
An act of pure alchemy. The creation of something from nothing. First stands on no shoulders. It follows no footsteps. To first, the view ahead is wide open. The only thing that first chases is possibility. You know what we make.
I love that. There's almost a little bit of attitude in there. You know what we make. You know what we make. I love it. That's a little we're the shit moment. The way he said that, like he didn't go, you know what we make. You just like give it a little head nod. You know what we make.
You know what we make. First makes us who we are.
But listen to like, okay, one last time, just listen, because, you know, so many of you that I train, you're in a rush to get from the beginning to the end, and you just rip through it. Look how much time he takes. Does Jon Hamm seem like he's in a hurry to get through this? Dude, would you want him to get through this in a hurry? No, you want to enjoy the voice. He may now, from doing this commercial and from years of acting, people may have commented on his voice and said, you got a great voice, but I guarantee you, he doesn't go, oh, my voice is so great, I have to do nothing. Like he's creating the performance, and he's not thinking about his voice. Your voice is what it is. You can do things like train with a vocal coach to like work on the resonance and all that and free it up, and that will help, and you can work on your articulation. Aside from doing that stuff, forget about it and just communicate. The best communicator wins. Now listen to how much he lets it breathe, how much dead air there is. He does speed up and slow down from time to time just to keep you engaged. He varies it up, but listen to how much time he takes, how much he lets it breathe.
First is an act of pure alchemy. The creation of something from nothing. First stands on no shoulders. It follows no footsteps. To first, the view ahead is wide open. The only thing that first chases is possibility. You know what we make. First makes us who we are.
Makes us who we are. It's great. It's a fantastic voiceover, but it's not out of the realm of what you can do. You just got to look at it, and you got to look at voiceover in a different way. You know, most of you, I assume, don't have the luxury of being a celebrity. Think of yourself as one. You know, when they go to Jon Hamm, they want the Jon Hamm voiceover. They go to Morgan Freeman, they want Morgan Freeman voiceover. When they go to Julia Roberts, they want the Julia Roberts voiceover, right? They want that from you too. Give me the Jane Doe read, the John Smith, the whoever read, whoever you are. Give us that. That's what we want. And that added in the variance in cadence and tone and volume and all that wonderful stuff. But that comes with experience, training, and guidance. And if you're looking for those things, perfect plug for VoiceOver School. Listen, if you're looking for some guidance and you want to know more about what I do, I've never showed you guys the inside of this unless you've gone to my school page. This is VoiceOver School. I can't even explain how much this has changed my life. You know, when I got into voiceover, it was such a lonely journey, and I was by myself, and you know, luckily I had some great sex I had some great success in the beginning, but it was a lonely journey and I made a lot of mistakes and I didn't really have anybody to bounce them off of. This is the answer to that. So in VoiceOver School, aside from, people getting the questions answered, talking about jobs that they've booked, needing help with things, this is the basic part of it. Here's a whole bunch of people booking work for 8 pages, talking about the work that they've booked. And here we have a classroom which has the VoiceOver Jumpstart 2.0, which teaches you everything about how to go from the beginning stages of VoiceOver all the way down to booking and working and all that jazz. We have live classes in here. Check it out. How to get an agent, all that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for guidance in VoiceOver and you're looking to do this for real, that's how you do it. All right, everybody, that is all for this one. And like I said, you can do this. You don't have to be a celebrity to pull out a voiceover like that. You just have to take your time and own who you are and be kind to yourself. It can take a while to really master this. So with that in mind, if you like this video, hit like, subscribe, check the links below if you want to work with me. And other than that, we will see you in the next one. Peace.